Good morning and welcome again to another Making a Mondays Matter. As usual, I trust that we had a good weekend. And last week, would have worked out for you. Despite of any challenges that you may have faced, that you would have come through it and you are ready to take on yet another week. This morning, I want for us to consider the thought staying steadfast, staying steadfast. Steadfastness is a quality of what I would consider to be champions, those persons who stick to the task ahead of them, focus on the goal in spite of the obstacles around them. And that is quite relevant for all of us today as we face the challenges that has been thrown at us because of the global pandemic that we are still quite in. And I want to encourage us to remain steadfast to the goals and the dreams that you would have had prior to the start of all this has occurred around us, but remembering that this too will pass. Yes, some point in the, I would even dare say, in the not too distant future, we're going to look back on this episode in our lives as a footnote in history, something that may have defined us, yes, but something that is in our past. And that's important for us to recognize that one day this will be in our past. And so it's important that we continue to remain focused on what it is that we are seeking to achieve. And steadfastness helps us to do this, to remain committed to the goals that we have set for ourselves, whether it's business, personal, family. So remember that that's what is important. And even though obstacles may arise, let's see if we can find a way around them or through them. Recognizing that some obstacles, we just have to get through them. There's no avoiding them. And COVID-19 is one of those. We just have to get through this. We can't avoid 2020 or 2021. We can't avoid those periods in our lives. These are periods that we must traverse. And then, so in this case, we need to remain focused on what it is that we are seeking to achieve. We may have to change our tack. For those who know anything about sailing, if the winds change, you don't necessarily change your destination, but you may change the path that you take in order to reach that destination. And so that is where steadfastness comes in. Because the wind changes, you don't give up. You don't pull the sail down and say, I'm done with that. No, you seek an alternative. You seek a better way or another way of reaching that goal. You remain steadfast and focused to the task that is before you. And I want to encourage all of us to remain steadfast. Remain steadfast to ourselves, or families, or communities, those that we lead, because there are persons looking to us. And even though they may not necessarily be within your own organization or your own group that you are leading, there are persons who are on the outside the periphery looking to see what will David do in this case. And from that, they're gaining confidence. They're gaining the drive to continue. Because if they see that you are continuing, if they see that you are remaining steadfast, then they too are willing to put in the extra. So let's stay steadfast. Don't be discouraged by what's happening around us, even though it may be challenging. Remember, our goals are bigger than this COVID thing that we are facing. And when this has passed, our goals that are worth pursuing will remain. So stay steadfast. And so until next Monday, continue to do what you have to do. Do what you know is necessary so that you can arrive at the destination that you have planned out way before all of this. And even some of the destinations that may have changed because of it. But stay focused, stay steadfast. This is David Ince for Living Successfully. And I encourage those of you who will be viewing this on YouTube to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that, hey, when more content comes out, you will be made aware. So have a wonderful week. See you again next Monday.